Salve, this is PTSD Manga Recap Review for Wild Strawberries, Chapter 7, Chapter 8, and Chapter 9. And just like, you see how there's like the flower? Well, in the chapter, she's having a dream and her friend's yelling a chan, A-C-C-H-A-N. And she has a song named Flower. She's like this Japanese actress, and she's also been like a singer. So I don't know if that refers to that or something, but I must imagine it could. So we'll start with Chapter 7, and this is Bittersweet, and that is the funeral director guy, and his name is Hikishima, 7th Squad. And you can see he's not too happy, because he stomps, just like a Japanese thing. See where they stomp on the foot? And like basically he does it because you could see in his face that he was like whatever. And it's like basically the funeral director's 24 and he's super self-conscious. Like, so if you know his height, really think about this. And then this is kind of cool because like they show at night the Jinka is active. The one thing that I have that I think is a little bit critical of that is if the Jinka is active at night, you would think that they would pretty much exist more at night instead of the day. Like, why would you take the risks for the day? But I think a lot of that is like they're trying to show that they still have like the normal thing and all this other stuff. So basically he's talking about it. They're going to go on a mission. They go into a library. She had the dream, this thing. She woke up, the scientist guy, what's his name? Maki, we'll call him, because his name is like Makino and the other guy's Makoto. So it gets kind of like potato, you know what I mean? So anyways, let me just do this chapter.
I could see it on your face. You are thinking I'm small, or that I'm a kid, right?
The funeral director doesn't look it, but he's 24 years old. He's super self-conscious about his height, so watch what you say. And then this...
The Jinka is active at night.
The Jinka is active at night. It's the only time we can afford to be sentimental. When the sun comes up tomorrow, they'll come out again to photosynthesize and to feed on people. That's also the start of your trial period, when we'll decide if you have what it takes to be a cadet in the special flower funeral force. The moment you're judged to be too weak, you'll be out. You'll be treated as any other Jinka host, slated for disposal. It'll be my responsibility to prune you.
And like they'll prune him too and all this other stuff, so it's kind of like a bonding moment. She had the bad dream, the scientist overheard her, and it's like, oh, it's not polite to eavesdrop and all that other stuff. So that was Chapter 7, Bittersweet. Chapter 8, the first day. So basically they're giving them the thing where this gives like what's going on. It shows that the alert area extends 20 kilometers from the mother Jinka. The area within 10 kilometers is the ordered evacuation zone. The area within 5 kilometers is the forbidden zone. So basically you can figure out what that means better than what I said. So within 5 kilometers of the mother Jinka, whatever that means, whatever measurement that is. Here they go to the library and they meet. This is like something out of Mastermind, like Jace from the Wheeled Warriors and stuff. So you can see like the power of books, the power of knowledge. I think he's going to actually take this guy and it's going to be his parasite. He has like the pruning shears that are really heavy and he carried it. So the thing that was cool about this is like they had a shower scene with Ayari, but we're going to do Ayari next chapter, so let me go through the reading.
Let's begin by establishing an understanding of the current extent of the Jinka affected area. This is a Jinka alert map issued by the Japanese government. The alert area extends 20 kilometers from the mother Jinka. The area within 10 kilometers is the ordered evacuation zone. The area within 5 kilometers is the forbidden zone. Because Jinka pollen is heavier than normal flower pollen, the pollen will rarely scatter beyond the 20 kilometer radius. However, implanted hosts who have not yet bloomed may travel to other perfectioners and cause damage.
Books are the fruit of more than 1,000 years of knowledge. Hey, what are you guys doing? The totality of those who came before us exists within these walls. Come be graced by their knowledge. Discover your new self and learn with me. Learn the beauty of Jinka.
So that was Chapter 8, the first day. And basically, the other two were knocked out over here because he did a thing that would make their fantasies come true. She starts having the things about basically her friend. We're going to get into that in Chapter 9. So that's what she's dreaming about. And I'm not sure what Makoto, I think he snaps out of it. So Chapter 9, Wild Strawberry in a Dream. And here we can see Ayari's having a dream, and her name is basically Mayu Tachibane. And she's basically going through the first time they met, how they reenact the first time she met. Now the thing with the first time she met was, like, people were saying, oh, what are you doing at the school, you know, because like her parents were Jinka, you know, the Jinkas, they would turn and like, oh, you inhaled all that pollen, blah, 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 so they're being mean to her and stuff. So she has a lot of anxiety, and she runs up to her and she takes a hand, she's like, let's be my friend. She didn't want to be a friend, because she's like, it'd be better for you if we're not friends and stuff like that. So they create a bond where they get like these earrings. See, they get the earrings. But now you can see, look, that's right, I won't look you good. Now when you see that, it almost looks like a bit like that. So I think her friend, Mayu Tachibane, I think she's still alive as a Jinka. So basically, she talks about how she had anxiety, she's never been able to talk to people, run up to her. She runs up to her and she pulls a hand from them and she takes them. So we're going to go through this and then I'll talk about it a little bit more.
No, I shouldn't think like that. Why would I ever plead with the Jinka? That's not how this goes. I won't let you take Mayu. Mayu, when we first met, you pulled me by the hand. Thank you. But this time, it's my turn to pull you. Whatever you do, don't let go, Mayu. That's right. I won't let go. Mayu! Mayu!
So basically, her friend, that's why she doesn't like the Jinka. As you can see, her friend gets pulled in by the Jinka right there. She's been turned into this, probably she's been turned into the creature, because you can see how her eye and everything is that. And it really resembles her in a way. And it's interesting, because Chan has a song, Flower, if it's the actress singer from there. So this was Ayari had a lot of character growth. The prior chapter, you see her taking a shower when they're going through the stuff about everything. And it's like, there's only been like 3 people that even got to the stage of like where they're even like in like cadets. So I think she's like the second one, and then I think I'm gonna guess that maybe Makoto is one. So, but you know, like he had like 8. I think the funeral director said that he recommended 8 people. So we're gonna go through a little bit more of this real quick. So here you can see like the flower thing, and it really mimics her thing. So I think that Mayu Tachibane, her friend, is going to turn into it. And they're 17 years old. So when we're going through this chapter, they're drinking and everything. They complain that Maki is drinking too much alcohol and they need a return on their investment. Here you can see her. She's like, she had the bad dream. He overheard her in the bad dream, and she's saying how like it's kind of like creepy to be listening in on the women and everything. Here they're having the bonding moment. He crushes the beer. They're drinking outside. And he's talking about how, you know, things are like outside, it's a little bit easier and all this other stuff, like at night. But he's going to have to prove himself, so he's going to be like the next cadet. So here you can see her, like she says how she'll prune him himself as he goes. So it's kind of like a bonding moment. This kind of shows you where it is. I kind of like this because it's a little info dump. So you can see the mother Jinkas in the center, and then those are the outer zones and everything like that. Although, I would guess, yeah, the little zone around here, that's the forbidden zone. So that's pretty far. Whatever 5 kilometers is, it's pretty far. And then you can see this. This guy's pretty cool. I think he's going to make him into his parasite guy, because he's got the pruning shears. And he used like a hallucinogenic thing on them when they got too close to the magazines. He had a magazine about chihuahuas, and she had ones about balloons, and he had some strange one, but he had no interest. So I'm not sure why, but yeah, this guy really makes me think of Mastermind when it comes to Jason the Real Warriors and like all those other kinds, you know, some of those other creatures from that. So yeah, Wild Strawberry, Bittersweet, The First Day, and A Dream. These 3 chapters are pretty good. I think the manga's doing pretty good. You know, I like reading, I look forward to it, you know, it's like enjoyable. I like it more than Shoujo Null. So out of what Nues Exorcist is my favorite, and this would be my next, but you can see he's got like a pretty cool detail, and he kind of looks like the hallucinogenic flower. So maybe he was a librarian and he got turned into it. But yeah, so this was a pretty cool chapter. This is going to be like his first big test. But anyways, thanks, take care. If you're still watching, I appreciate it. And yeah, Wild Strawberry, give it a try. And yeah.